Hello, this is Irina Mihaela, and this is a video of introduction, a bit about me and a bit my business. I call myself an entrepreneur enlightenment coach because that's my brand, that's the book I wrote, and that's what I actually do. It's entrepreneur. I work with business owners, and enlightenment, I help them raise their level of consciousness. I help them elevate purpose, peace, and profits. And how I do that, I combine business strategies. I worked in nuclear engineering and I was a corporate manager, and I grew my department business by 600% in 2 years to about 7 million in revenue in my department alone. And I have learned leadership skills, business, project management, like all of the left brain, all of the practical side. And I'm a very practical person myself. And then in about 2010, I started to have some spiritual epiphanies. And I started to open my awareness to the fact that only the logical mind alone is not enough for us to make the best decision, to follow our heart, to follow our path. And through having intuitive sessions done on me, through having training on angel guidance and how to tune into intuition, I started to discover there is this other world of magic, the other world of possibilities, of things that we are here for a calling, for a purpose. And I started to follow that myself. Like, I left my corporate career to go on a zero income. I didn't have my business on the side. I went like cold turkey from a very high paid position to a no name. Nobody knows my name. And I started my business, and luckily it worked, and it gives me great joy and great pleasure. So the logical mind is needed. I was talking this morning, I had a client session, and Einstein said that we have taken the mind, which was to be a servant, to make it a master. And the truth behind this is that we first have to feel the calling. You can call it what your heart desire, but we all have a path. I strongly believe this, and I helped many people figure out what their path is. So I haven't seen a person that doesn't have a calling, doesn't have a path, doesn't have a reason for which they are uniquely them and qualified. So we all have a path, and that's where we get through our senses, through our intuition, gut feeling, heart calling, whatever you call it. And then we need the logical mind to make it happen. We need the action plan to make it happen. So I combine both very practical strategies, business knowledge, business concepts with spirituality. And I address my work specifically to people who are very kind-hearted, because those people feel the need to help, feel the need to support, feel the need to make other people happy, to make this world a better place. But sometimes their own strength, their own love stand in the way of their progress, stand in the way of making decisions or taking actions that could hurt somebody else. I had one of my clients, she had a CEO in her company, and for 3 years she totally knew that that person is not the right person, and almost like resented that person. But because she was so kind-hearted, she couldn't find the heart to tell that person that is really not working. So I have the ability, because I understand I'm also kind-hearted and I had to learn the hard way. I have the ability to explain and translate that love into something meaningful that allows to make the right decision. And in this client case, It's more loving to release somebody into the world, to let them find a new path, than to resent them. Like, I don't think it's loving to resent someone. I'm trying, in my life, I try to avoid resentment, to avoid situation that could lead me to resentment. So when I work with a business owner, yes, business strategy, business principle, Excel spreadsheets, bottom line, profit, organization chart, that's all good. But we usually don't start there. We start with aligning the person with their purpose. And then that business owner, because generally when a business owner, and if you're one, you will understand, gets to the point where they start to have teams, it's basically when they start to almost burn themselves out, because everybody wants a piece of them. And the kind-hearted people are usually the people that give, and they don't say, yeah, I need to receive, I need to rest. So we always start with what's the purpose of the business owner, and then the inner peace. That's where we have to decide what is your role, what's not your role, how to organize your team that can function without you. So then once you know you can be at peace, and there is peace in your team, and everyone in your team works in their purpose, then we can start to make decisions to increase that profit. And when you can have purpose, peace, and profit, your life as a business owner works, and it's happy and it's fulfilled. Your team works well because they're also in their purpose, and there is no conflict in the team. And through the profit you make, you create more, which you make the world a better place. So this is what I do, and if I can be of any support to you or to someone you know, to a friend or colleague, I'm always open for a free consultation. So just send me a note, and I'm more than happy to support.